The tissues in the leaf grade 7 work together and form an organ, which is the leaf. And as we know, the leaf makes food for the plant. You can see down in the picture, I have the epidermis, the palisade mesophyll, the spongy mesophyll. As I said, these form together, they form for us the organ which is the leaf. And as we know, the leaf makes food for the plant. Epidermis and xylem tissues join with other tissues. They join with other tissues to make other organs of the plant. To make other organs of the plant, such as what? The root, stem, bud, and flower. This epidermis and xylem tissues and other tissues. Together, all the organs make up the organism which is the plant. And that's it about the plant as organism, okay, as living organism. Now your grade 7, let's know about animals as living organisms. There are many kinds of cells in animals' bodies, right? And they form many kinds of tissues. These in turn form groups to make organs, and organs make organ systems, and the organism itself is the animal. Let's have example. For example, the stomach. The stomach is an organ that stores and digests food, right? Grade 7, organ that stores and digests food. It can be thought of as a muscular bag. As what? A muscular bag, which churns up food in the digestion process. But in grade 7, the stomach is made of more than just muscle cells. It has other cells and other tissues. Let's know about the other tissues. Look at this picture. Let's start from the left together. I will find tissue of fiber making cells and their fibers. So tissue of fibers. And I will find tissue of smooth muscle cells. Up, I will find gastric pits, tissue of mucus secreting cells, and I will find inner epithelium and tissue of gland cells, and gastric gland secrete enzymes that digest food, and circular muscle and longitudinal muscle. Yes, the stomach has a lot of muscle, but it is not just about muscles. It has other tissues, as we said. It has, for example, tissue of mucus secreting cells. It has tissue of gland cells, tissue of fiber, inner epithelium, right? It has gastric pits. They are not just about muscle. The inner surface of the stomach is lined with a tissue of epithelial cell that secrete mucus, and this mucus helps the food slide by. Okay, in the inner surface of the stomach, I will find what? A tissue of epithelial cell that secrete mucus. Okay, and this mucus helps the food slide by. There are cavities in the lining called gastric pits. Do you see the gastric pits? They are cavities, or we can say hole. There are cavities in the lining called gastric pits. In these gastric pits, we find tissues of gland cells. We find tissue of what? Gland cells. These tissue secrete or give us digestive juices. The tissue of gland cells give us the digestive juices, and these digestive juices break down the food. Okay, so in the inner surface of the stomach, I will find epithelial cell that secrete mucus or give mucus. There are cavities or hole in the lining called gastric pits, where tissues of gland cell secrete digestive juices to break down the food. The epithelial cells and gland cells together, they are supported by a layer of fibers, as you see in the first picture, okay? And gland cells are supported by a layer of fibers made from fiber-making cells. This layer of fibers made from what? Fiber-making cells. This layer, which is made from fiber, connects to the layers of smooth muscle tissue. Connects to the layers of smooth muscle tissue. All these tissues together form the structure called the stomach. They form for us the stomach. And this in turn is connected to other digestive organs to form the digestive system. To form for us the digestive system, as you see down. The stomach linked to other organs, and all of them, they form for us the or digestive system. Okay. This system, the digestive system, is very closely linked to other systems, such as the circulatory system, where blood vessels in the intestine take away absorbed food and carry it around the body. The group of closely linked organ systems form the organism, which is the animal. You got it, grade 7? That's it about our lesson for today, grade 7. Lastly, we had a close look to the cells, tissues, organs, and organisms. We had plants as living organisms and animals as living organisms. You have homework at grade 7 in your workbook, pages 16, 17, and 18. Bye, grade 7, and see you next time. Be good.